Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be breaking down and ranking every single client acquisition system there is for online coaching. So I'm going to be breaking it down into if they're a waste of time, into if they're bad, if they're decent, and into if they're somewhat effective or very effective. So yeah, without further ado, let me just get into it. So firstly, we have cold outreach. So I'm sure you all know what cold outreach is. It is basically when you message people on your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it may be, basically just pitching on your coaching. Right now, the only problem with doing cold outreach is that you can't really charge high ticket prices like £1,000 plus, just because it's cold outreach, right? It's going to be significantly harder to do that, and especially because the main reason why people buy coaching from other people is because they know them, like them, and trust them. So doing cold outreach isn't really going to be too much leverage as well. It's also very, very time consuming. If you're going to be doing cold outreach, you're going to be spending basically a whole day just DMing people in hopes of landing your first couple clients. So for that, I'm going to put it into a waste of time. Okay, like if you're an online coach, you should not really be doing cold outreach. It shouldn't really be your focus. It's just super low leverage, and the chance of you actually landing good clients through cold outreach is very, very low compared to the other options, which I'm going to break down in this video. So next, we have cold email. Now, cold email is somewhat right. Like you can automate it and you can also just rip volume. So even if that email is not really doing good, you can literally send like thousands every single day. And obviously, if you're sending a ton of outreach, even if it's not a good outreach, something is going to come out of it, right? So you can automate and just do a ton of volume. It's pretty easy to automate compared to cold outreach, which is significantly harder. Like Instagram outreach is pretty hard to automate. It's also pretty unreliable though. Like, again, you're just selling a coaching service through cold email. Like you can't really count on it too much. And again, it's going to be very, very hard to charge above $1,000 realistically, just because it's very, very under leveraged. No one's really going to know who you are. And yeah, people just aren't going to have any type of reason to reinvest into your coaching. So I'm just going to put it in back, right? It's not like completely a waste of time. I guess if you're like a very, very small online coach, maybe selling something which, doesn't really need too much trust involved, then you could potentially go with this, but I would definitely just avoid it and just say it's bad. So next we have Loom videos. So these work somewhat well if you're a B2B coach. So that just means business to business coach, like business coaches, potentially for an agency. But again, it's pretty low leverage and it's pretty unpredictable. This one is very, very similar to just doing regular cold DMs, but obviously slightly better because usually if you're going with this option, you're going to be leading with value, making them a whole new video. So I would say if you're a regular coach, definitely stay away from it. If you are a B2B coach, and if you really just want to land clients, if you want to start getting your face out there, start landing clients ASAP, potentially you could go with this. So for that, I'm going to put it into decent, right? Like it is all right. Like it can definitely work somewhat well, but overall for 9 out of the coaches, I'd probably avoid it. But if you know how to really record a good loom and actually present yourself well, provide value, especially if you're a B2B coach, it can be decent, right? So next we have short form content. Now this is going to be one of the most popular options on here. Obviously, if you're an online coach, it should be a no-brainer. You should be posting short form content. So the good things about short form content is that you can reach a lot of people, right? Like through stuff like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, the reach is going to be insane. You can pull millions of views, get a bunch of people to just know your face, and we live in the first time in history which you've been able to do this, right? Like back in the days, the only people you'd be able to talk to is like your village or whatever, right? Nowadays, you can literally just go on TikTok, make a quick 15-second video, and reach hundreds of thousands, even millions of people. So for that, it's definitely going to be up there. Like the reach on there is just going to be crazy. It also has a ton of features. Instagram has stories, it has like going live, it has reels, it has DMs, it has highlights, all these different features, which just make it very, very helpful if you're an online coach. TikTok also has a bunch of features like DMs, they have stories now. Obviously TikTok, like the view page. So overall, like usually like all the short form platforms have a ton of just features which are very, very helpful to use in online coaching. They're also pretty quick and easy. Literally anyone could just go onto TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and just make a quick video. I could just record myself. I'm making a longer video right now, but I could just record a quick 20-30 second video and just like that, upload it, boom, right? Also, the only problem with it is that doesn't really build up a lot of trust plus likability. If you're an online coach and you're posting content to land clients, you should be focused on getting people to know you, like you, and trust you. Like, it's that simple. And Instagram and TikTok, they don't really build any trust or likability, right? It's just getting people to really know you. But on TikTok you see all the time, Instagram as well, people that hate course sellers, they hate people who sell coaching. So that's definitely something that's gonna be a bit awkward, a bit annoying. But other than that, it's still pretty good. So because of this, I would definitely put it in the top tier. I forgot what it is. Very effective, I'm pretty sure. Um yeah, very effective. Just because like everyone really uses it. It's definitely very, very useful in nurturing people, getting people to know you. The like and trust aspect isn't really there as much, but it's still going to be great to use. You can still direct people to like YouTube, whatever, through it to get people to know you and like, I mean, trust you and like you more. But yeah, it's definitely very, very effective and works really well. Pretty much every single online coach uses these two platforms. I mean, like just short form content in general. So I definitely have to put it up there. So next we have long form content. So this is going to be stuff like YouTube videos, like the one I'm uploading now, just literally YouTube videos that are like 10 minutes longer, and like podcasts as well. So like I should put Joe Rogan podcast, but just any type of podcast in general. Now these are great because it builds trust and get the viewer to like you. So it's sort of filling in that aspect that Instagram and TikTok and like other short form content platforms don't really have, which is obviously just likability, getting people to trust you, because most people there just assume everyone's a scammer and just have that type of mindset. But on YouTube, people are going to spend way more time with you and get to know you and like and stuff like can trust you just way more, way faster as well because of something called the 7 hour rule. If you're unfamiliar with the 7 hour rule, it's basically a rule in marketing where if somebody consumes 7 hours or more worth of your content, they're going to be way more likely to buy from you. So obviously YouTube and just longer form content is great for that. It's also going to be pretty much guaranteed high ticket sales. Okay, if you're a coach starting from the ground up and you have some knowledge which you can package up into a high ticket mentorship, YouTube is going to be the way to go. Like, you don't really have to focus on Instagram just because YouTube is going to get people like it's going to be guaranteed high ticket clients pretty much because it's going to build up way more like trust and just like ability. The only problem with it is that the features on YouTube and like other, I mean, I don't think any other long form platforms and many just YouTube, the features are pretty limited, right? So like all YouTube really has is just videos, like it's just YouTube videos. You don't really have stories, you don't really have DMs or anything like that. It's just videos. So it's sort of hard to rely on solely if you really want to scale hard. Like, don't get me wrong, you can easily get to like 10, maybe 20K a month just using YouTube alone. But if you want to really scale to like 50, 100, 250K, $500,000 a month with your info product, you need to be focusing on leveraging other social media and just client acquisition forms as well. So for that, I'm going to put YouTube in very, very effective. Okay, it's like still great. Everyone should be focused on YouTube if you're online coach, especially if you're starting from the ground up. The only problem with it is that it's just not obviously getting people to know you. And if you want to scale very, very hard, it's not going to be the best for that, but it's still great. And you should definitely still be focused on it as an online coach. So for that, it's going to be very effective. So next we have paid ads. So it's going to be stuff like Meta ads, YouTube ads, just any type of social media paid advertisement in general. So these work well because they're scalable, they're testable and predictable. So obviously you can test different ad strategies, test what's working. Once you find something that works well, just double down on it. Also scalable, like you can just put more money into the ad and it'll just do better, just get you a better output. And it's also predictable because you know that you're probably gonna get something out of it. You're gonna get leads. It's just like you're putting money in something which you're gonna get guaranteed the next result compared to if you were to post 100 YouTube videos, for example, you don't know how many clients you're gonna attract from that. So that's why paid ads are so good. It's just scalable and you just know what the output is going to be most times. It's great if you just want to scale hard, right? Let's say you've been selling info for a couple months, couple years, maybe you have a big following, but you just want to scale, right? You just want to make more money. Ads is going to be the way to go, right? Like it's basically the next option after you really master organic content. The problem with ads is that you need to find this sort of strategy for ads to work well. Running ads just cold to info is not really something that is going to work too well. Obviously, like I'm not going to speak for absolutely every single info offer out there, but for the majority of the times, it's going to be hard to just run ads to an info offer straight up and just get like a piff, right? Like you usually have to do some type of like I don't know too much about ads, but like direct the people to like some other type of organic content, like do ads like that, or like just other stuff like that. But overall, you just need to find a good strategy, right? Like it's not something you just do like this. Maybe you might need a media buyer, work with the agency to really run this one up. But it's going to be great if you just want to scale hard and you just want something that's going to be way more predictable for your info business. So for that, I'm going to put it in somewhat effective, right? It's not going to be great for everybody. If you're starting out in info, you should not really be focused on ads, but it's still very, very good. It's very, very good if you want to scale as well. So yeah, for that, it's going to be somewhat effective. So next we have sales assets. So this is going to be stuff like basically like Discord servers, communities, um, email lists, like newsletters, things of that nature, right? So this is going to be great because it's direct reach to a pre-built audience. So it's not really like any of these other ones, which are usually going to be like complete cold client acquisition systems. Like for example, YouTube videos or Instagram videos, you're going to be complete like targeting a cold audience. It's going to be a targeting an audience that you already have built, and it's going to be like direct one-on-one reach with them, right? Like some type of just nurturing. So for that, it's pretty good just nurtures leads, gets people to basically like make that final like push that they need, give them that final push that they need, sorry, it's actually buying from you. The only problem is that you need to actually build it up in the first place. So like you can't just have an email list out of the blue, right? You need to actually build out an email list. Or same goes like a Discord community, whatever it may be, a WhatsApp school, whatever it may be. But these are still great. It's still a great client acquisition system. It's just pushing people into some type of sales asset, nurturing them, and then they're finally going to buy into your info, whatever it may be. So For that, I'm definitely gonna have to put it in somewhat effective, right? Like it's not gonna be in the top tier, but it's still great to just keep in mind if you want to sell info or just scale your info business further. So finally, we have short form and long form content. So this is going to be mainly YouTube and Instagram. Just focus on these two, and this is going to be very effective. Okay, this is going to be pretty much what most coaches here should be focused on, right? If you can basically leverage the features of both of these social media platforms properly, so use Instagram properly to get people to know you. You don't really have to focus on TikTok as much, to be honest. Like if you guys look at any of the top sellers in infos, like TGR, Perez, for example, these guys mainly have their focus on YouTube and Instagram. Literally, that's it, right? Getting people to really know them through Instagram and then getting people to like them and trust them through their YouTube channels, which they have in place. That is the most effective sort of strategy you can do for like literally 99% of coaches out there. Obviously, over time, you can then focus on building out sales assets, running up paid ads and stuff like that. But yeah, for most coaches, this is what you really need. This is going to be the best client acquisition system for you. And if you can get these two right here, you will make a ton of money as an online coach. So that's it for this video. Here are the final rankings. So what you should get from this video is just don't really do cold outreach. If you're an online coach, focus on these things up here and yeah, you'll make money. So if you're a coach looking to scale, you can go ahead and watch the video down below and then book a call with me through there. On that call, I'll order your business, give you a free scaling plan, and also hit you with an offer at the end if I think that we can be a good match. If not, that's completely fine. It's not going to be any type of hard close or anything like that. It's going to be a legitimate, regular call, find out if I can help you, stuff like that, right? So go ahead and put that call down below. If you want to find out more about what I do personally, or just connect with me or anything like that, you can either go ahead and join my Discord server, DM me on my Instagram, anything like that. Be happy to connect. And yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what types of videos you guys also want to see next, and peace out.